is high noon. Let's see. All right, there we are. Okay, it is high noon, at least here on the West Coast, 1 p.m. where Robert is, 3 p.m. East Coast, or whatever time it is where you are. We thank you so much for joining us and taking the time out of your busy schedule. Happy holidays! Because we have Festivus, Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa all coming up. Well, let's see. Hanukkah's right in the middle right now, but all of these holidays at the very end of the year, plus New Year coming up. Wow, what a time to reflect, to enjoy what we've experienced over the new year, over the previous year, and what we are going to look forward to. And I say forward to for the next year. Positive, positive things. And Robert, I loved what you shared yesterday in your daily post. It says, the goal isn't more money. And I know you've always been saying this. The goal isn't more money. The goal is living life on your terms.
Bingo.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this is all about. Yes, you do need the money, but living life on your own terms is so, so valuable. It is amazing. So, before we get started, just some housekeeping, especially for those of you that want to participate here on our AMAs, the Ask Me Anythings for Robert Hollis. Those of you that are watching us live on Facebook, let me see, I'm going to post this because Matthew usually does it. So here we go. If you'd like to join us in Zoom, you can ask Robert a personal question. You can ask him face to face, personally. Otherwise, if it's okay if you can't, or if you do not wish to, you can go ahead and post a question in the chat, those of you on Facebook. It would help if you would precede that with the word question or a Q so I could find it, and then I will relay it on your behalf to Robert. Now, there's also a link there that you can click on in Facebook and join us in Facebook. And in Facebook, you have two ways to go ahead and ask the question. Do it yourself. That's very easy. Raise your hand like Bill Shoemaker already did, and he's all ready to go. And in the Zoom chat, I just put the instructions on how to do that. Oh my gosh, already 3 people. This is going to be awesome. Great way to get started. Well, those of you that are watching on Zoom, if you do have a question, you can also put Q or question in the chat and then ask the question, and we will ask it on your behalf. Or if you want to ask Robert personally, which I see Bill, Scott McAvoy, and Javi Utreas are already have their hands raised, we can go with that. Put your cursor in the middle of the screen where you see all these videos. This is for the people in Zoom. And then at the bottom, you'll see a button there that says reaction. Click on that button, and then right below that it says raise hand. Click on that. It will notify us that you have a question. So, that being said, I think I've taken a little bit enough time here because we want to get to our AMAs with our amazing mentor, our AMA amazing friend, and our AMA amazing person. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robert Hollis!
Thank you so much, Craig. That never, ever, ever, ever gets sold. And thank you, Craig, so much for being such a incredible MC. We missed you while you were gone, but Matt filled in good, and Matt not feeling well today, so wishing him energy and for a speedy recovery. So thank you, Matt. And yeah, I mean, you know, the year's closing down, and I just think that each and every one of you, you know, over this week, if there's anything that I would want to say is, you know, I say this in all my videos, but during this time of holiday season, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all the stuff that people should be celebrating, it would be cool if we could figure out how to celebrate every day. And instead of just so consciously going, I can't wait for what's next. Oh, New Year's. And then I New Year's, Valentine's Day. You know, I got to do some special stuff on Valentine's Day, and I know that we live in a, you know, very sensitive time. So, you know, I can't say happy Valentine's to people that are single, even though I would love to be able to share with them, if you fell in love with yourself, that wouldn't be a problem. So, you know, you can buy yourself your own Valentine. You know what I mean? So with that all said, you know, over this week, you know, I've talked about being merry, being at peace, being happy, how to inspire. The only other subject that I know is going to take a separate video is these are times where some of us have unrealistic expectations. And if there's anything that I would love to get to each and every person that watches these videos live or recorded, is just a thought. You know, didn't John Lennon say, you know, what if there was no war? You know, what if there was, you know, no politics, no governments, you know, just what if? Here's a question for all of you. Is what if you truly didn't need anybody to do anything? Because now we're getting around that time where, you know, people want to be judgmental. Even though this is supposed to be a happy season, it's like, I can't believe Craig didn't send me a Christmas card. I can't believe, oh, yeah, he's Jewish and they celebrate Hanukkah. But this is not about him. This is about me. This is about me. Why didn't Craig do this for me? Are you guys hearing me? And then some of you are going to open up presents and there'll be this thing within you is, wow, my gift was a little more money for them than it was for me. Or, you know, I got them a present and they didn't get me anything. You never, ever can be disappointed if you stop having expectations about everything. I don't know if my friend will ever watch this. I had a really incredible call with one of my closest friends. And one of the uniqueness things that he said during this conversation, he shared a bunch of stuff where he is in his life. And there was this constant theme that, and I've been there. Does anybody realize I'm human? You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. And I've gotten my mind around, you know, damn it, I need fill in the blank. Have any one of you ever said, you know what, this is a need that I have. This is what I need. And wow, when you need something, anything, and you can't fulfill that need, it seems to be a constant thought. So if you ever talk to people that are addicted to anything, their mind is absorbed by, I need this. And it could be, I need reassurance, I need certainty, I need help, I need love, I need appreciation. For those of you that know things that I would be talking out internally, you know, for people that are alcoholics, I need a drink, I need a fix, you know, if I need drugs. It's like, if there's anything I'm learning and working harder on myself, because I'm a human and people do people things, it's like, why do I need, and where did these expectations come from that I need all these people to do something? Let that be a ponder for you during Merry Christmas. It's not expected Christmas, right? I seen a post today, and I'll shut up and we'll go through it through AMA. But this lady posted, you know, listen, you know, heard this many times, you know, Christmas is paganistic, you know, it's paganism, you know, pastors and priests are liars. Jesus wasn't born on this day. And I'm just like, wow. Wow. A lot of people decide that they're going to recognize a certain day and all be nice to each other. So someone's got to throw some crap on that too. Maybe that person's need is, I'm miserable. So, misery loves company. And so if you guys could easily watch my journey of going, man, if I was around someone that said that in my 20s, that's a slap down. I don't know who gave me the right to be God, but you deserved to be verbally and physically assaulted for being stupid. I don't know why. Yeah, I do know why. In my 20s, I was a walking ball of anger, victim, blame everything. And so sometimes I could not feel pain and hurt if I inflicted it on others. You guys following me? Do you guys know anyone like that? I tell people all the time, if you've ever seen this scene at a gathering of people where someone just looks over at you and goes, "What the F are you looking at? Take a picture. It'll last longer." Yeah, I was that a-hole. And some of you look at me today and go, "What?" Oh, yeah. I'll say one statement that I said, and that's why I know I give you guys encouragement to focus on things and change them. I used to tell people I used to go out all the time to nightclubs, and two things were going to happen. I was either going to get laid or I was going to get in a fight. And I just didn't get laid very often. So it's funny to see people in their 20s today still going through that. And wait a minute, I've seen some people that are in their 60s and 70s and 80s still going through that. So I hope this week and messages have encouraged you to close this part out by saying, A is you sort of sit back and ask yourself, what do I want? What do I really need? What do I want? What do I need? And the thing that gives me the most fulfillment these days and ages is helping those that can't help themselves. I pick children because I can identify with kids in foster homes and orphans. And I want to do more of that. I want to make more of an impact to children. And I just believe that I'll find a bunch of people that will help me on that journey while they figure out the other stuff in their lives. So 23 has been an incredible, 22 has been an incredible year for the Hollis family. And I look forward to each and every year. So Merry Christmas to those of you that are watching this, and happy holidays to whatever holiday you're celebrating. And let's get into the Q&A. I don't want to take too much for people's times, but when Craig asked me a couple of weeks ago, do we plan on doing, one on Christmas Eve and one on New Year's Eve? I find that pretty interesting, that they both land on Eves. And I'm like, why wouldn't I? I made a commitment at the beginning of this year, or on the first of the year, that I was going to do my best to do a video every day. This would be considered a day. So, isn't it funny how yesterday I talked about decisions? How many of you, how fast can go? Yeah, I don't have to do anything today because it's 3 days before Christmas. It is December. It is between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I see so many people that through their whole life they're masters of making up excuses not to wow, there's something coming to me. There's no reason why you should put off experiencing the future you deserve. So if you really knew you could create the future that you deserved and you dreamt about, I don't think you'd put it off another day. Was that deep enough? Should I leave it right there? Okay. Craig, back to you.
I don't know how to follow that, Robert. That was amazing.
Oh my God.
That's eye opening. Was it Monty Sandlin here in the chat? That the emoji is that, yeah. It's just like wow. So, anyways, thank you all again for joining us, and we appreciate you being here. So once again, before we get started, we've got 3 hands raised. For those of you that are here in Zoom, please go ahead, raise your hand, ask Robert a question, or put a question in the chat, and we will ask it on your behalf. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, do the same thing, and I will go ahead and share the question from you with Robert. Or come on board. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, we are on roberthollis.com/AMA. But I am going to, before we even get started, shameless plug, okay? I mean, you have an amazing book, Robert, called How Is That Working? Okay, and it's free. Who wouldn't want to read this book? Oh my gosh. It's straight from the heart from Robert, and with the help of Max Miller, who helped you put it together. I mean, wow, this is an awesome book. Go to roberthollis.com/free. I've put the link in both chats, and please get a copy. I don't have to send a copy. You just go there, download it, boom, done. That's how easy it is. So please go to there and you'll get your copy. And it's an amazing read. All right, let's do this. I see 3 hands raised right now, and I'm sure we're going to get more questions coming in as time goes by, as they usually do. So let's break the ice with the man who seems to be the one who always gets his hand up first, except for one recently. I do remember John did beat you. One time. I know you're trying to keep your record solid. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bill Shoemaker. Bill, why don't you go ahead, unmute yourself, and please share.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you for all you do, brother. You're amazing. And Robert, thank you too. I really don't have a question today. I wanted to share a little story, if that's okay.
Please.
Okay. When my father was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he was a Steelers fan, and he raised me as a Steelers fan in my life. And just recently, one of our greatest, Franco Harris, suddenly passed away. And so today's a big day, and a lot of people are talking about Franco. He was amazing, but the history is that the Steelers really sucked as a football team for 40 years before he arrived. And when he arrived, they started winning again, and he had the Immaculate Reception. That's what they're celebrating today. But the amazing thing is the way people are talking about him is that he was an amazing human being. In other words, when he was around other people, he made them feel special, and he took his time to stay with them and just not be in a hurry and be with people and make them feel special about themselves. So that was his legacy, really. So the reason I mentioned the story is that you, Robert, remind me of our Franco Harris of network marketing.
Oh my God.
Okay. So that is the sauce. That's the secret sauce of what you do. That's the secret sauce of this business, is to make other people feel special. And that's what it's about. And that's what you're about. So I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you, Bill. I just, all I can say to that is thank you. And what an incredible compliment. And when people pass and you hear people that, go out of their way to help other people feel special and feel welcome. I just know that there's a few people that did that for me, Bill, that made all the difference in the world. And I want to be that to people. I talked to a guy just recently, Bill, and he said, "What do you think your secret is?" And I said, the older I get, the more I think that my secret is I just basically want to treat people the way that I wish that people would have treated me when I was younger. Right. I mean, really, it's like people want to know what my magic is. My magic is I truly, truly love meeting strangers and departing to them the things that I was searching for my entire life. And so, Bill, thank you so much. That touched me like you wouldn't believe, and I love it.
You're welcome. You are amazing. Thank you for all you do. I really appreciate and love you, brother.
Thank you. Love you too.
Okay, I'm going to follow up with that because Bill, thank you very much. That was a great setup, especially for this time of the year. Robert, your success is showing your heart, showing how what is it, being emotionally available. I think would be a great word for it to others. And especially, at this time of season, we try to do the very, very best. But how do you keep it going?
It juices me. I the only thing that I could say that I think that people would probably understand is if you think of points in your life that, you know, made time disappear. So these are like what people call like out of body experiences. Maybe it has something to do with, intimacy. I've heard a lot of people explain it around being intimate with someone. You know what I mean? That just for a moment in time, there is no time. You actually are living in the present. And of course, some of you might not have these experiences, but when I seen my sons being born, it's like, I don't know what other place you should have be. and it is pretty funny that back in the day they took and put the woman out and then woke her up, and when she was okay a couple of days later they brought the child to her. I'm like, wow. Thank God that we're progressing. There's also been times where me being present in front of people, so I know it might sound weird to you guys, but the more vulnerable I become, the more present I am with each and every one of you, even if you're not experiencing that. And so I've been able to engage with another person and be 100% present, helping them have the points of passion or the aha moments as they progress through their journey to get them where they are. And I just don't find anything in the world that's more fulfilling like that. I know some people do some pretty crazy drugs and drink and do all kinds of stuff, but I am flat out addicted to helping people go, oh my God, I think I can do this. So, maybe for someone that has experienced this, Craig, if I were to guess with you, there's got to be some times on stage where you were just so much in the present moment that you just go, I just wish this could happen for everyone. I just wish that people could experience this. And so once I found that out, it's like, why not try to stay in that all the time? So I know you guys might not believe this, but when I'm meeting a brand new person, either on a Zoom or doing an AMA, and thank each and every one of you for being on here. I'm seeing people like, David. I don't think David's ever been on here. He's a new affiliate. I think this is the first time I've seen Monty on a camera on here. And so Tony, I don't know if I've seen Tony, but there's Scott, you're always here, most of the time. But it's neat to see new people on here that have never been on here before. And of course, I still have love for all the people that need me to love them like Scott. It's like I love you all. And so yeah, so there it is. I know people don't believe this, but I actually believe I get more out of this than you guys do. Because we all agree the things that we practice on the most we get better at. You always hear a story of these child prodigies, right? And like the two sisters that won all the isn't it funny? I can't they're Williams sisters, you know what I mean, that played tennis. So when you find people that get caught in that groove and that's all they want to do, because you can tell that they love doing it, right? And it's like, and so when you hear of a prodigy, there was a deal on the news this week about a kid that from the time that his father took him like babysat him and took him to a pool place because he loved to play pool. So if I'm watching my son, I'm taking him, playing pool. And the kid just said, you know, Dad, can you show me? And he's like, yeah, I can show you. And the kid picked it up so fast, so quick that all he wanted, and the rest of the family gets inspired because his passion for doing something. How many of us have heard these stories where there's one person in the whole entire family that says, hey, listen, I'm going to be an Olympic gold medalist. And the rest of the family will just sort of like, okay, you know, because we get inspired by people that know what they want. Because we don't know what we want, but apparently this person knows what they want. So long story short, they all agreed that they would take the television set and everything out of the living room to put a pool table in the living room. And the dad said it took me less than a year of him teaching me everything I knew where I no longer could beat it. And now he's 11 years old and he's got all these world trophies. He travels all over. He's not even a professional yet. But his love for what he did inspires me. You guys have heard that on the 2 videos I did YouTube's recently about being inspired. And I love catching those stories, even though I know I attract those stories. Did you guys hear that? I attract those stories. And so I'd seen that. I was going, I can't wait for the commentator or the person, the journalist or whoever's interviewing him, because they're going to mess up and ask the same damn question as everyone does. And of course, the lady said, I got one question for you. And he says, sure. He's 11 years old, won all these titles. Now his siblings, his younger siblings are doing it. And all of a sudden she goes, how'd you get so good? And he goes, when you love what you do, you practice all the time. And I went, people always ask me, Robert, why are you so good at this? Because I love it and I do it all the time. So maybe the reason that some of you are not good at it is because you haven't fell in love with people and the thought of actually helping people get what they need in life. I'm addicted to that. So Craig, thank you so much, man. I love and appreciate you, man.
Love you too, man. And by the way, I know that we've kind of brought it up, but I also want to say something to Matthew. Matthew, you were amazing doing the AMAs the last few weeks. And you know what? Keep up the fantabulous work. It was so great to see you do that and help out. So bless you, man. And I hope you feel better. All right. So let's see. We got, we got a new person raising their hand. I'm going to call people in order. I got Scott, Javi. I got a question from David coming up and from Monty, who just raised his hand. So let's get to it. Let's get more in here. Scott McAvoy, thank you so much for participating. It's a pleasure to see you again. Happy holidays. Bring it on.
All right. I'm on it. Can you hear me?
Yes. How you doing, Scott?
Merry Christmas, Robert.
Merry Christmas to you.
I want to actually take a couple minutes while the floor is mine to pour some accolades on my buddy Robert real quick, because I've been following these your daily videos and I catch them after the fact. And then I will have a question, by the way,
Sure.
because I want this to be useful for other folks as well. But
I don't care.
But yeah, I mean, I have a whole page of notes from the latest. I don't know if it was the latest actually, but being in the now, no opportunity wasted. Awareness is a gift. That's why they call it the presence. I mean, it's like, I don't know what this stuff. I don't know if you saw my post where I called you Sadhguru, Robert. Did you see that?
No, I did.
Sadhguru, Robert. So we're hearing stuff. Obviously, we're all growing.
Yeah.
And I think you're growing too, Robert. I've seen it over the last few years, and
absolutely.
Yeah, it's been awesome to see your growth and you know, and be around that too. And it's helped me obviously. And I'm not going to apologize for the distractions over the last couple of years, because there has been some ADD on my part. And I do.
It's your journey, Scott. I'm glad you're not apologizing for it.
No, I you know, it's part of my growth, and I've learned a lot from it. And I just seem to gravitate back towards you, Robert. because I can't get enough. I don't know. I think that's why everyone else is here too. They can't get enough
Wow.
of Sat Guru Robert, right? So,
Now, what's the
No,
part?
dude.
The first part, my mind's not clicking with the first part.
Sat Guru?
See, it's not resonating with me.
You don't know
Help me.
it. I actually, so in the YouTube page, I actually copied in there what it means, and it's just the being of great wisdom.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
yeah, so I
But
want to
what's
make
the
sure
word?
people
What's
knew it
the
wasn't
word
an
though?
insult.
What's the word? I love learning new words.
No, it's just Sat, S-A-T, Guru.
SAT?
Yeah, S-A-T, Guru. Sat
Sat.
Guru. Sat, S-A-T. It's on the YouTube page. I
Okay,
commented
okay.
in the YouTube
If you
page.
want to, just put it in here so I got it. I don't know
Oh.
why. It's funny. Usually when things don't click with me, Scott, it's me surrendering and telling the universe and God that created it to stop me and stop utterance, that this is important for me to know and understand.
Right on. Well, that's good. I mean, obviously you have an open mind and you know,
Yeah.
But anyway, so the one question I wanted to throw, and first off, actually, Merry Christmas to you and the family, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
We,
Thank
we
you.
don't
thank
see
you,
Terry
thank
on
you.
here enough, but I want to make sure she knows I wished her a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Matthew as well, and Kyle. I'll make sure let's not forget about the whole group. But anyway, so this is the question. Actually, I'm gonna throw some more accolades on you. You look great, by the way. I don't know if you're using the other MDC products, but
I
think
am. I use them all.
yeah, I think every day you're looking younger and younger. The hair just keeps growing out.
Crazy. My
Yeah.
wife said, "Don't cut your hair," and I'm like, "Okay."
No, yeah, but it's I think you're a product of the product, and I am too. That's why I keep coming back. I've never left my daily choice for the products because I love
Right.
I love my hemp, right? I love the clothing, everything. I love everything about it. But the question then, this is my segue.
Sure.
The question is, I get into a lot of product conversations with people, and because I wear the shirts and I use the products, and people say, "Oh, you look young for your age." I just quit my day job. I'm gonna stop this soon, trust me. But after 35 years, I'm getting out of the telephony business.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm kind of moving on to another stage, which allows me more time to work on my business. So I'm excited.
Wow. Good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So anyway, so I've been talking to a lot of people more now than ever because I'm leaving, and I'm explaining to people that I do these products and it keeps me young, and the pain and all that stuff, all that it does, and I'm having trouble transitioning back to the opportunity because
Got
I
it.
want to have people more interested in the opportunity and then look at the products after the fact. So I guess for the benefit of all of us, how would you transition back to the opportunity?
Awesome. One of the things that you guys are going to see me do, and I'm going to wait for the guidance to when I'm doing them. I know you've heard this, Scott. First of all, thank you for the kind words, and I love and appreciate you, and I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're open. You're so open and vulnerable, and when you can be that way without beating yourself up, it makes me feel good about you. So when you said you wasn't going to apologize for being on your journey, dude, that was a great statement. That's a cool statement. I'm Javi's coming up, and if I could get Javi to stop beating himself up, he's going to. But I think a lot of people do that. I recognize that in people because I are one. You know what I mean? If you guys would have met me again 36 years ago, I couldn't stop saying words without beating myself up in every area. Every area. One of the things that I think that a person, Albert Einstein said this: if you can't explain it to a sixth grader, for me to comprehend that, Scott, I even went on Google and put, how old is a sixth grader? Between the ages of 11 and 12 when you were born. And so understand this: the way that you would transition to something is when you understand it so much, Scott, that you feel great about it. So you feel great about the products. And because you feel great about the products and what they do, that is a comfortable conversation. You can't wait to bring it up. And I know you well enough, Scott. If everybody said, well, I think your product's garbage, you would just giggle it off. You'd go, again, the universe put me in front of an uneducated person that doesn't want to be educated. It's like, so when you say that, just understand that you haven't got that clarity about the business yet. Does that make sense? So one of the things that I think that people are not getting, and I'm going to save this for another video, but look up affiliate marketing. Look it up. Just study affiliate marketing. And what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm going to do a video because, when I say to people, oh, by the way, Scott, are you familiar with affiliate marketing? And most people go, yeah. And I go, it blows me away that we live in a time where you can be a free affiliate with Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft. Do you know that CVS Pharmacy is one of the top 10 companies in the world, and they have an affiliate program? And let me explain to you, Scott, what affiliate marketing is. First of all, you go to their website, you put in affiliate marketing, and you fill out a form for free. And the only reason for the form is for them to keep track of what you're going to do. And with that, they give you a link that's coded to you. Now, don't you find this fascinating, Scott, that whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all these people that are making full-time incomes by simply talking about something that they love and then saying, oh, by the way, click on the link below. That's their affiliate link. So don't you find it amazing today that if I just love this kind of water, that I could find a company that sells this water, Amazon, I could become an affiliate, and all I could do is do videos or posts going, if you haven't tried this water, you've never ever had water. I just love this water. Oh, by the way, do me a huge personal favor. Click the link below this video. Man, this is awesome. And people click on that link, and when they buy something, the company sends me a check. Don't you find it interesting that we live in a world like that? So the reason I brought that up to you is I just shared with you the product. But if you don't mind, I'd like to share an affiliate link with you where the company has over 1,000 products and all different kinds of things. And not only could you get it at the lowest price possible, including loyalty rewards, you also can get like Prime, if you got on subscription, you can get products for even less than that. And they got all kinds of unique things. But one of the things that's unique is if you ever like the products, that you could share your affiliate link just like I would share with you, Scott. And it'd be neat to just get money out of nowhere. I think that everybody in this day and age really, truly needs an extra payday. Now, Scott, I know your mic shut off. If you could learn to wrap Scott's believability and his passion and his ideas around something similar than I just shared, the transition is going to be the funnest thing that you're going to ever do. I am muted you. You got any comments behind that?
Right. I'm telling you, I love these products. I love telling people about them, but I say too much. I know that. I got to say
we all
less
do
to more people. And I get beat up because people, it's too expensive. And they get in my face and I take it personal.
Yeah.
I want to throw down too, But
we all do that, Scott. And here's the other thing. Do you get why? Again, this is me. This is just me, Scott. The more people understand what I do, the more they understand why I use the side door approach.
Exactly. Because
you could go, Robert, man, your hair, your face, you don't look like you're about ready to turn 61. Well, thank you. I use some pretty high quality premium products, from the company that I rep with. And, oh, by the way, I could send you my affiliate links so you could just look at them. And secondly, do you know of anyone that needs to make money right now? To think that we live in an age where you can work anywhere at any time as long as you could find internet. So I have people all over the world that are making money. It's easier now for me to count the countries I'm not in.
Yeah.
So see, then they're going, well, I don't know if I would know somebody because I need a little more information. Can you explain a little more, Scott, about what this is?
No, I have a link.
Well, believe it or not, I want to teach people to talk more about Amazon. You know, just say, well, you know, if you look at Amazon, I don't know if you know this, but you know, you can create an Amazon account for free. In fact, you can be an Amazon member for a year. And then what they do is you know, you go to buy something, which by the way, I never got a chance to talk to Jeff Bezos. I first of all, I guess I need to reach out to him, but he never reached back to me. I never talked to anybody in Amazon, not one person. And here's the other thing funny about Amazon. No one ever told me I needed to go to Amazon and buy a certain product. So I'm still trying to figure out who told me to go to Amazon. All right. So anyway, I created a free account. And then when I went to buy something, this pop-up came up and just said, listen, if you'd like free 2-day shipping, you could be a Prime member. And oh, by the way, we have music and movies too. And when they said it was $14.99, I went, yeah. But see, I'm a weirdo, Scott. It said, you know, that I could get like a 30% discount if I bought a year. And I'm the kind of guy, yeah, give me the year. I'll take it at a cheaper cost. So not only did I purchase it at a year, but right now Amazon has 200 million members on Amazon. So if you took 200 million times $14.99, Amazon only makes $4 billion a year from their subscription model.
That's all.
Now, my question to you, Scott, is A, have you ever purchased anything from Amazon?
I'm a Prime member, baby.
Okay, cool. So we're halfway there. 2, have you ever became a free affiliate with Amazon?
I have, and I got fired.
So people become free affiliates with Amazon, and then they don't really teach you nothing. They don't really give you a website or tools or a free app. They don't give you nothing.
No, if you don't sell anything, actually, they take it away. So
Yeah.
That's what I mean by getting fired. They take it away. They're like, you're not doing anything. You know.
So we don't want to keep track of you. So the other thing is not only is Josh Wagle and MDC taking affiliate marketing to the next level, Scott, they took it multi-level.
Ooh, nice. That's a great transition right there.
So if I learned to make money on Amazon, Scott, and you said, Robert, yeah, I noticed you don't even got a job or nothing. Now I make $1 million a year by being an affiliate.
Nice.
No kidding. Yeah. And I rep thousands of products. I love being an affiliate. But here's the problem. If I was an affiliate with Amazon instead of MDC, if I taught you what I know, Scott, Amazon's not going to pay me. If I help you become an affiliate with MDC, they'll compensate me. So I'll give you everything I know for free.
Nice.
So you guys liking some of the new angles I'm going after in the future? You guys are getting a preview
Pivot.
because
Pivot.
you're AMA people. You know what I mean? So I said to this guy just the other day, Scott, and I'll leave you with this, is I said, MDC is closer to Amazon than it is Amway. And here's why that excites me. Amway did 8.9 billion last year, and Amazon did 468 billion last year. So it's crazy that MDC is already in a position where it has more products than Amway. More brands than Amway.
Wow.
So yeah, we're not going for being the best multi-level. because a multi-level might call you a representative, an independent business owner, a distributor, a lot of titles. When you're with MDC, because you get in for free, your back office is free, and your app is free, you're an affiliate.
Right.
You like?
I never knew that distinction, actually. So that is awesome. I'm
So-
gonna look that up.
So
Affiliate
now when
marketing.
people reach out to me and they go, Robert, is this one of those companies? And I go, you mean one of those companies where you got to pay to get in and pay every month to get paid? And they go, yeah. Now we're like, you guys, if you guys know me, my job is to lead you into something and then give you the answer and not be direct. But hey, you know, we're like Amazon. When I send you a link, it's going to be an affiliate link. And when you sign up, you're signing up as a free affiliate.
Yeah.
Wow, really? Yeah. So
Too easy.
thank
Easy
you,
peasy.
Scott, for bringing that up. How many people go, well, I got to cut this section out of where Scott asked the question. And yeah, because people, that's where people still have a hang up, Scott. There's two things that you don't realize that you're still hung up with, and I'll give them to you. One is there's still the majority of the people on the planet that either don't know or totally disagree with the business model. They just don't get it.
They don't get
Right.
it.
And secondly, Scott still isn't 100% believe that he can replace his income with this business model. So what Scott's been doing the entire time that I've known him is preparing himself for the time when he makes this transition.
Now.
So you've been working on yourself this entire
Yeah.
time, part of your
Yeah.
journey, for you to go from an employee to a Jedi. And sometimes there takes a lot of training to do that. A Jedi affiliate is it? Don't you guys think it's funny that you know what the top term is for Amazon for people that make millions of dollars a year? Super affiliate.
Oh.
Some people, you know, Josh thinks of stuff in his sleep. You know what I mean? So now, you know, my goal right now, I'm not only a super affiliate, but I'm going for master affiliate. So I really love the title, and I hope that I gave you some language that you can do your own due diligence. And I'm giving you a preview to a video in the front coming up, because if you just put in affiliate marketing and just read that title, I'm just saying this, I don't know this, Scott. I think that if someone said, Scott, what do you do? That you would say, well, right now I'm in a transition on you know, from telephoning to wherever I'm going. But really, I'm more excited about my side hustle as an affiliate marketer.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you,
and
Robert.
I would suggest some of you guys to really build your confidence in that level is like Scott already has done, you know, not only fill out a form to become an affiliate with Amazon, but fill out a form to be an affiliate with Walmart. Not to sell their product, just to say, I'm currently affiliate with Amazon, Walmart, Target, Costco, and I don't know if Costco, but CVS, a Tesla. You know, my son Matthew got rewarded for sending me his Tesla affiliate link, because me and his mom bought a Tesla X from my son's affiliate, Tesla affiliate link.
Wow.
There's a guy.
He's brilliant too.
Yeah, there's a guy right now, and I'm sure that you could do this on YouTube. Matt might even know who it is, because he sent me the video. There's a guy right now that does nothing but Tesla videos about his Tesla. And because his Tesla affiliate link is there, they shut him off at 1 million chargeable free miles.
Wow.
They stopped giving him. So people are like, what does it cost to go a long distance on your car? It costs me nothing. I get I go to the fastest superchargers for Teslas, and I'm able to charge my car to 100% for zero. Why? Because I tell people how much I love them, and I post it on my page, my social media pages, and I put my Tesla link there. That is freaking brilliant. So thank you,
I could
Scott, for pulling
overcomplicate
out of
that
me.
too.
Thank you for pulling that out of me.
Thank you. Happy holidays, Robert.
Thank you very much. Love you.
Thank you, Scott. Wow, that's great. That's great. I got two questions as a follow up to that, and please, Javi and Monty, hang in there, okay? I like to keep when Robert's on a roll like that. I want to try to keep that train moving. So the first question I have, and this is from Donald Cormier, and I'm sure that you kind of answered it, but I want to ask it still on his behalf. How would you approach an influencer like a YouTuber or Facebook gamer streamer?
Directly. I would reach out to the person and say, listen, our company has a number of influencers already with the company. I would love to sign you up for free. And there's no cost for you to share the products and share your link and make 50% off first and recurring purchases of the product. Because most affiliate programs are 3, 7, maybe 10. So maybe 50%, maybe I reword it, 50% on new and recurring customer affiliate program. And so if people went to our website, how many people see at the front of our website? We got all the MMA fighters. They're all influencers. That's the same way they get paid. And so maybe the only other thing that you could say to that kind of person is ask them to look at the products and what products, if they were going to endorse, what would they? And me personally, why I don't go after affiliate marketers is I would think the only way you could win them is by letting them, paying for them to have products sent to them. So if you tell them to become a free affiliate, put in their address, then send them the products that they were interested in trying. Now that's a little bit of money out of your pocket to do that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not aware of anyone that makes money in influence marketing that's willing to jump into a program and pay for the product. So thank you, Craig.
No problem. And then a follow up on David Oliver asked this from earlier. Okay, and I'm sure it's easy just to go to the website, but I want to make sure that we have people asking. Is MDC in India, and what country can we sponsor?
And sponsoring. I'd have to know what he meant by sponsoring.
Probably he might be in India, or he is either in India and wondering how you sponsor outside India, or he is looking at India because maybe he's got a friend or a relative there, and if we can sponsor from US into India.
Yes. Well, first of all, you know, we have on our main page, if you go to the bottom of our main page, there will be a link that says product availability. And when you click on product availability, you'll be able to see the countries. If you put in India, I can tell you that we probably have High Life Travel and Akashic there. And the smartest thing to explain to people from other countries on how they can financially sponsor themselves, because the golden rule is the person that has the gold makes the rules. Okay. So I always tell people, for people from any country, that the majority of the people in that country might not be able to afford to do this or want to do this, is to very simply go to Google and put in how many people from India live in the United States. And when you do that, people are going, that's so simple. I knew there was millions of people that for in the United States from India. Yeah, contact them, ask them if they know anyone that would like to make extra money, and build a whole entire Indian group in the United States. And them making money would create the finances and will develop an Indian network for you where you would find someone that would sponsor you to this country, and you wouldn't need them to financially sponsor you. Because I think what people don't realize, every country that I've talked to where I'm talking to someone that's been in poverty, is I just say to them, you know, well, how many people from Nigeria live in America? How many people from the Philippines live in United States? And when I get them to think that way, I go, those are the people that you contact, because a Nigerian living in the United States is going to understand what a Nigerian feels like living in Nigeria. There might be a little more connection there. There might be a little more compassion and love there. And so teach them how to build an organization outside of their country. And then that will propose it to bring it to their country. So there you go, Craig. Great question, Dave.
Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. And Dave and Don, we appreciate your submitting those questions. Let's move on to live people to interact with Robert. And I see that we got Javi raising his hand, and Monty, you're up next. So Javi Utreras, let's hear from you. Please open up your mic and share.
Hey, Robert, can you hear me?
Hi, Javi. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hi, everyone. I'm super excited to be back here. I know I've been kind of missing in action a little bit. I'm not beating up myself this time. But the question that I have, Robert, is I've been talking with a few people. I cannot say this time I've been talking with a lot of people, but sometimes I haven't traveled to approach people either with the opportunity of the company, the travel part, the lose weight. And I'm talking about lose weight because I've been losing almost 50 pounds with the product so far.
Oh, awesome, man.
So I'm leading more to talk about that, but I love the travel part. My mom couldn't walk because she has some back issues, and she started taking the CBD. Now she walks without no problem. So I getting a lot of, because I'm consuming the product, my family is consuming the product. Which way I should go? I should focus on the lose weight, the CBD, the trouble. I mean, how can I do that, man?
Well, again, there's two big reasons that I'm going to tell you to always lead with the business. Always lead. And instead of saying business, let's be brutally honest. Do you know anyone right now that needs to make a few extra $100? I mean, you got to get down to that core. And the reason is, even though the products work for you, Javi, and they work for me, we still don't know where a person is in their life. So, I'll never forget my mentor one time, because I'm an automotive engineer, and just the word engineer, I understood how our water and air filtration system worked 36 years ago. And not only was I passionate about understanding how it worked and why it worked, but my mentor always said, use third-party documentation. Now, he was talking about third-party documentation of other success stories of people that supplemented, double, or replaced their income, right? But I sort of switched that on its head and said, well, if I can show people third-party documentation about the products, then I'm really going to build value. You know what I mean? By leading with the product. And when you hear me tell my story, Javi, about how I made $10,210 in my very first, 45 days, what people don't hear in that story is that the first 2 weeks I was in this industry, it literally sucked to the point where I was going to quit. Because it didn't make a difference how good I was at explaining the product. People still didn't want to be sold. They just didn't want to be sold. And so when I told them that if they liked the product and tried the product with the money back guarantee, that they could make money by selling the product, Then I ran into the 95% of people that are not sales types. So I really, really struggled to a point of quitting, Javi, because I couldn't get this 2 that turned into 4, that turned into 8, that turned into 16. I couldn't get this geometrical progress to happen in my organization because I knew more than everybody else. And that's why I was leading with the product. So once I humbled myself, see, because Javi, I'll be brutally honest with you. I figured, you know, I can figure out how to do anything. I can learn to be a black belt in martial arts. I can be a professional race car driver. I can be one of the best auto mechanics or automotive engineers in this industry. Now I'm in this network marketing stuff, and I'm going to be one of the best. I'm going to study the best, and I'm going to do it. And so when I first heard that every home needed a water filter and they didn't have it, then I was going to be the guy that was make sure that every home had a water filter. And I was just like blowing my mind up about how much money I would make if I could just get to the 12 million people in LA County. And I also had a lot of mechanics that were Latinos. And so it was really, I would always say to Latinos, tell me what your 3 biggest bills are. You know what I mean? And they're like, mortgage, my long distance bill, and my water bill. Because Latinos would come here with no money, sometimes 2 or 3 families in a home, but they wasn't drinking tap water, bro. No way. So, you know, they're around all these, you know, gringos that are drinking water out of the tap, and they're like, what the hell is wrong with these people, man? So it was an easy market for me to talk to them about water filtration. And later on, I made millions with Latinos because I dropped their long distance bill, you know? So I understand the product focus. But the goal is my mentor showed me that he had 30,000 people responsible for his income. So it wasn't about money for me. It was about freedom for me. Or as Craig said, I wanted to live life on my terms. And living life on my terms was not getting up before the sun comes up and getting in traffic that I'm sort of a rebellious person, Javi. So I knew that I would be in traffic less time if I drove a crotch rocket. So I had a motorcycle license in LA, and I'm the guy that everyone gets pissed off when I'm zipping between traffic. But it still was a commute for me. So then I get to go to work and have people tell me what to do. And do I really have to go down this deal? You know, it's like, I wanted out of a job so bad, it upset me. And secondly, is even though I had a job, I never made enough money to make my dream come true. I wanted, you know, I talked to one of my best friends in the world, David Beckley. And the reason that we went to LA is because we wanted to build drag cars. And to think that he still is. He just works for building other people. But we needed to go to California to make that happen. So when things weren't duplicating for me and things weren't going great for me, what a perfect time to get exposed to my mentor. And that's when I heard the line for the first time. And Javi, everyone I know, not just you, when they hear this statement, they just can't stop themselves by ignoring it. And it was like, you need to stop doing things that work and only do things that others can duplicate. Because if you're going to have a 2 turn into a 4, turn into an 8, and now you got me, or I got 300 people coming in a day, and now I have 44,000 people responsible for my income, you got to get that people need to hear something, find out what it is, ask you what to do. And when you tell them, they go, wow, that sounds exciting. I can do that. And so my mentor challenged me, Javi, and he said, Robert, he said, because I kept bringing up the product. I'm a human being. And I kept talking about, well, it's easy for me to talk about the product. He says, because you believe in the product, just exactly where Scott was. I go, yeah, I freaking believe in the product. I know the product works. I know the scientific backing between taking water and running it across a carbon media that's silver impregnated, and that carbon sucks all the chemicals out of it. I know it works. And he goes, yeah, but you don't believe that you can be a network marketer. You don't believe that you can be a full-time network marketer. So because you don't believe that, and because you've never made any real money, you're sort of a freaking imposter. Every time you talk about the business, you're a freaking imposter. No, I'm not an imposter. Why? Because I don't talk about the business. Because you're an imposter, because you're scared that someone's going to go, how much did you make last week? How much have you made last month? How much have you made since you've been in the company? Well, hell, if I don't make any money at this, I shouldn't tell anybody to get in the product, but I do believe the product works. I lost 50 pounds. You see how your mind just automatically goes to that? So how did I pull it off? I made it not about me. And Bill asked me if there's any way that I could just give praise and recognition to him. He says, Robert, I don't want you teaching people to make a full-time income. Let me teach them how, because I've done it. Can you is there any way possible that you could put your ego aside just long enough to help other people? See, this is not about you. It's whether or not you can give praise and recognition to somebody else and say right now that you don't have it figured out. And give praise and recognition to a person that can teach someone how to build a network. And I went, well, I know my way is not working. I'll do yours. So connect with people. Robert, ask them to do you a huge personal favor. Do you know of anyone that needs to make extra money? And when they say, what is this? Go, I need to set a time for you to watch my mentor document this industry. So today, Javi, there's only two goals that I got. One, I know 2 or 3 people that have over 1 million people on auto ship. And you know this, I've showed you my back office. So I got $2.2 million in products that were bought from the Hemp Work brand. And then I got 1.8 million products bought from the Daily Sprays brand. And then I got another 800,000 that is bought from, the cosmetic line. So when you look at my back office, I not only have all 1,000 products, there to see, but it's broken down into 8 categories of each and every product that I get paid off of. So now when I'm focused on money, I let them come in, they see their back office and go, I'd love to try out the dog treats. Don't know if they got a dog. So by leading with the money, it allows me to let them focus on the product that most interests them. So I got some people right now, Javi, that are never going to catch on to high life travel. They're just never ever going to get it. And I'm going, I've been in this industry for 36 years. And now when I reach out to a professional marketer, I go to them, do you think anything sells faster than value? And they go, what do you mean? I go, I'm marketing right now. I market $10,000 prepaid travel that never expires for $800. I've been in this industry for 36 years, and I'm now offering something to someone for $10,000 that they need to pay $899. I mean, $799. I haven't had one person go, well, I think that's too much for $10,000 worth of travel. Not one. And then I go, it gets better. They go, how can it get better? I said, you know how people have this position where you buy in, you become the top buying position. Ours is called an executive where you get 50%. And then they get like a box of products. And he goes, yeah. And I said, get this, people for $135 digitally, they pay to become an executive, no tax, no freight. They're instantaneously an executive. And you know what the company gives them for that? He goes, what? I go, $2,000 of prepaid travel to give away. And people go, that's hard to beat that value. I said, yeah, if you're a marketer and you can't teach other people to give away prepaid travel, you should find something else to do. Because teaching the 5% of the people in your group how to sell something, everyone already knows in this industry how difficult that is. I get to teach 95% of the people that want to make money how to give something away. So, Javi, did that help you? Oh, I just clicked on it.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Once again, continue to overthink, but this time, I'm not going to be by myself. I'm going to continue to follow your direction.
Yeah. And Javi, you got to stop beating up on yourself. And I'm never, ever, 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 ever disappointed in you, brother. Never. There's 7.5 billion people on this frickin' planet that don't even realize that they have a shot to make their life better. You're not one of those people, Javi. You've been wanting a better life for you and your family for frickin' years. So I admire you. I'm honored to call you my business partner. I love you. And it's gonna click for you because you're not gonna quit.
No.
So stop beating yourself up. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Javi. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a masterclass right now. Robert has just in an hour and 15 minutes, Robert has given everybody a masterclass on how to do this business and just how to move forward and get ready for 2023 so that you can be financially free in 2023. I remember we said that. It was a couple of weeks ago. So yes, absolutely, positively. Watch this over and over again. And Javi, thank you very much. And of course, everybody else who has contributed to this. We have one more person here. And then Robert, I know you've got the holidays coming up.
Yeah.
I think we'll go ahead and call this one the last person to chat with you. And we'll get rolling on the weekend. Monty Sandlin.
Kai, I agree with you.
I need to stop beating myself up. Yes. I think we all need that.
Monty, you guys, you might watch my Facebook. Monty's one of our newest 1Ks. I'm proud of him, man.
Congratulations, Monty. Go ahead and share with us, please.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, Merry Christmas, brother.
Yeah, man, Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks for your time. First of all, Merry Christmas to you and Terry. You guys really became my good friends and you've helped me so much. I wanted to say thank you, but just recently we had this conversation and it was about do. And you're like, brother, you just do. And I feel that like I just do a bunch of stuff. And although I did hit the 1K, I'm proud of myself for that. I just feel like I could be doing a lot better than what I'm actually doing. And so I'm like, what am I doing now? You know, let's just get on, let's just get on here and sort it out. So if you
Sure.
can, man, just clear me up a bit.
Yeah, Monty, first of all, what you do, I know there's a lot of people on here that are looking forward for them hitting 1K. And for those of you that don't know, Monty, you can tell people you're in Arizona, you work a full-time job. You taking great care of your children and also your wife. You guys are constantly out doing karaoke and stuff like that. Monty does some of the coolest live streams. I mean, Facebook Lives I've ever seen. The thing that makes me love Monty, and you will love Monty, is there's not a time that Monty's not being Monty. You know what I mean? He's 100% okay in his skin. And so he's just being who he is. And so what I was sharing with Monty is that sometimes our plate are so full because we're doing so many things, is that a lot of those things could be sort of eliminated to give us more time to focus on creating duplication for our people. And so, you know, so Monty would be the person that some of you that followed me forever in this book here on how to build a successful organization. You know, I did videos on this, Monty. It's called Basic Building Blocks. And one of the things is that Monty's the classic salesman syndrome. You know, how many people have you personally sponsored front level, Monty?
About 180.
That's crazy, man. And it's like some people on here haven't had 180 people in their group in their entire network marketing lifetime. And Monty's only been with me for a little while. So Monty, the thing is you're so good at doing what you do, is that my point with you is that there's got to be a time when you start figuring out what to share with those people to help them get somebody and for them to get a paycheck. And what most people do, Monty, in this industry is they just basically say, that's not my freaking problem. That's not my freaking problem. I got in, I contact people, I connect with people, I get people to become an affiliate, I get people to buy product. You can do that. They won't do that. So Monty, if you would focus on how you can get your people, how you could get your people excited enough to introduce you to the best people they know, instead of going wide, you would start driving in depth.
Yeah.
And when you got like me, you know, I have a 500K under a 500K with a 250K, a 250K, and a 100K. Imagine one leg where you got two 500Ks, two 250Ks, and about four 100Ks. That leg easily makes Terry and I 600,000 a year.
Do you think that I'm capable of doing it, or is it just that
Yes.
I'm just too much that I'm so like
No,
narrow-minded
if
that
you
I just try
ask
to
me,
do everything on my own?
yeah, I will share with you a couple of videos. And I know you've heard this saying, Monty, because you work so hard on yourself. When the student's ready, the teacher appears. So I told you since I met you, there's no doubt in my mind you'll be a master affiliate. Because one, you won't quit, but more, you'll start honing down the things that make the biggest difference. What do you do for a living, Monty? I don't think I've ever asked that.
I'm a facility manager at Lake Havasu High School, but my story is that really I was a groundsman for about 21 years, and I barely made enough to eat.
Okay, so when you say groundsman, tell me something that you did almost every day as a groundsman.
Cut grass at schools, big fields.
Okay, cut grass. All right. As you cut grass for 21 years, How many people are already impressed with Monty? Monty's just a rock star, man. Okay. If you were going to teach me how to take over your job, do you think that you would know some shortcuts that I didn't?
For sure, yes.
Because you can't keep doing something without being creative so you're not freaking bored. But you also figure out, you need to start over here and you need to do this. And there's not a way I haven't cut the grass. So let me tell you the easiest way to get the best results.
Like Robert, you wouldn't show up to a school with the big backfield, like say 5-6 acres with the push mower, you know?
Exactly, Monty. So understand, you in your present job and your past jobs could teach me a more effective and smarter way to do your job. I can teach you a smarter, more effective way to do this business.
Awesome.
Did that make sense?
Yes.
Good, good.
I'm learning a lot. Thanks for everything you
You
do.
always are, man. I'm impressed with you, and it's nice to introduce you guys to Monty. There's no doubt in my mind that Monty's going to the top. So yeah, I'll start sharing with you exactly what you need to do, because when people get in and they get excited, your first move is to get them to download the app, right? My first move is getting them to introduce me to somebody so they can get a check on Thursday.
Right.
Monty, I could care if they ever get the app.
So say again that. Let me just drive that home into my.
Okay. My goal, when you bring a brand new person in, your goal is to get them plugged in to the app, the back office, and training.
Okay.
I focus on when a brand new person gets in. My focus is to help them get someone underneath them so they got a check coming.
Yes.
I'm not interested in them getting trained. I could care less if they ever downloaded the app, Monty.
That's where I'm doing.
That's where you're doing. And so when you do these things immediately in a person's perspective. So when you came in with me, did I tell you how to download the app?
No.
So you figured that out and passed it on.
Yeah.
Okay. So the more steps that you make people take, the more complicated they think this is. And I'll just leave it at that.
All right. I got you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll send you some videos, because if I personally, Monty, and let me just expand your guys' minds before we leave. When I bring a person in, here's my best day. My best day, and the very first, I brought someone in, I congratulated them for being an affiliate, and I've driven them with their peoples 4 levels deep in the first day.
Wow.
So I got a person under a person. I'm working with that person to get a person under them, and I got a person working underneath them. When you can start duplicating people that fast, their excitement level goes bananas. And they start talking about stuff, Monty, that they talk about naturally. So they reach out to a friend and say, you got to check this out. And they go, well, what is it? And you go, listen, Monty showing me some stuff. Dude, I already got 6 people underneath me. I already got a check coming on Thursday. You need to get your ass in. See, that's a little different mentality than I'm not sure. I don't know what this is.
And download the mobile app.
Things. Is this a get rich quick thing? So, Monty, great question. And I'll help you. You start driving. I'll send you a video that you can watch over the holidays. And it's one of my most watched videos that I've ever put up. It's called The Professor.
Thank you. I noticed that you always say that you upload to a YouTube. I don't even have a YouTube, so when I do sign up for the YouTube, is it's just that hard to do that? And can I just take a video or two from the Facebooks and pop it into the YouTubes?
Get this, when you have a free YouTube account, you can create a playlist that you send people to of other people's videos. You don't even have to create your own video.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do it.
Okay, thank you very much for everything.
All right. Love you, man. Merry Christmas. Tell your
Merry
wife and your
Christmas.
kids hi for me.
Hug to Terry.
You bet.
All right.
Monty, thank you so much. God, I love it when, Robert, the way you inspire everybody. And Monty, you brought that out, and this is why I love watching the voodoo that you do so well, Robert. It is amazing, and especially here we are, the last week. We're going into the last week of 2022, and we're getting ready to start anew in 2023, or maybe even just continue, because we set that limit of 1 year on our own. The fact that we can just start where we're at and move forward, and Robert, you are such an inspiration on that. Thank you so very, very much.
Greg, this has been an awesome year, and I love everything that you've been helping. We do have one left, but man, this year's been a great year. I made a commitment to do a video a day. I didn't. But I got to be close to 350, 300.
Oh, at least. I would almost say, I'm gonna put it out, at least just from what I remember, that you've probably maybe missed this amount.
Probably
out of the whole thing.
Not too many.
Not too many. I can't say a handful, but I feel it's less than 2 handfuls or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you have been there every single day of the year to share your knowledge, your guidance, your mentorship with each and every one of us. And I'm going to speak on behalf of everybody watching. Thank you for being a blessing to us.
I love you, man.
We so appreciate you. Before we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give Robert the last word. I first of all would like to say thank you to Bill Shoemaker, Scott McAvoy, Javi Utreras, David Oliver, Monty Sandlin, Donald Cormier for asking all questions and participating in today's AMA. Matthew, feel better. We want you back soon up here and helping us out. You are an amazing contributor to these AMAs. Love you, man. Appreciate you. So get well soon. And for those of you who want to, I've posted videos and other information in the chats for both Facebook and Zoom. Facebook, people watching on Facebook, they're right there in the chat. So you got links to videos, you got links to go get Robert's book, as well as join Robert's YouTube channel. Those of you that are here in Zoom, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat. It's very easy. If you click on the 3 dots next to where you chat with us or post into the chat, then click on Save Chat at the end of this video. Though all the things that were printed in the chat will download to your computer, so you have them all right there. Robert, oh my gosh, I know we have one more to go this year, but I am so looking forward to that. But please, happy holidays to you, your family. Happy holidays to everybody watching. And you've got the last word, my friend.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. I know we're on Merry Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to all of those that celebrate it, and Merry to whatever holiday that you celebrate. Understand that, take the time, be present, and throw away all the expectations and be there for other people. So, a lot of times we want people to do stuff for us that we do for them. But if you can really get into that giving mode, that being in presence, being at peace, being merry, being joyful, don't let somebody or some event or some person rob your joy from this holiday season. So Craig, thank you so much. And again, thanks everyone. And I am muted, everyone, so you can say goodbye and Merry Christmas. And I'm not going to say Happy New Year because I get to say that next Saturday.
Feliz Navidad.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Javi, Craig, Bill.
Love you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, James.
Merry Christmas to you and
Thank
yours.
you, Bonnie. Appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you, Robert. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you,
Thank you, Robert.
Shelley.
Merry Christmas.
Thank
Merry
you,
Christmas,
David.
happy holidays, and thank you all very much.
Arthur, Kay, Dustin, Miguel, Sam from Africa, Paul, Michael, Billy, Peter. Love you, Matthew. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Take care. God bless. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.